What's going on, people? Let's talk about crypto. Once again, you're looking at a contract that is called a smart contract. It's called Gandiji.io. And I'm talking about this contract because I remember back in 2 years ago when the lending craze was on a high. I mean, people were talking about the lending platforms. Well, at this time, 2 years ago, there was one particular lending platform that was making a killing, and had conferences in the Philippines and Thailand and etc. You know, making a killing. People got hurt dealing with those platforms, with that particular platform. And of course, a lot of copycats have come and gone. Folks lost a lot of money. Folks lost all their crypto because the lending platforms scammed, and the subsequent lending platforms that came after the premier lending platform scammed too. People were also addicted because, and I say addiction because once you saw that lending wallet every day increase in numbers, I mean, that was euphoric. And why I say that was euphoric is because people were documenting their quote-unquote journey in these platforms on YouTube and displaying their wallets. You know, you had, two particular promoters who, I'm not going to mention their names because it's not really important per se, but these two particular promoters used to constantly show their wallets. They had ads, they showed their wallets. One of them, had Facebook ads and was just pretty much killing it. But then all of a sudden, I guess they didn't practice any type of security. The platform they were dealing with was a centralized platform at the time, the lending platform. They didn't secure their information very well. And why I say that is because they started to tell everybody that they got hacked. One got hacked for 50 Bitcoin. Today that's worth what, $500,000? And the other one got hacked for 100 Bitcoins. Today that's about 1 million worth US for not securing their crypto properly and giving out their information to the world and blah blah blah. Then 2018 came, and of course a bunch of lending platforms that came after the OG lending platform folded. They shut down, exit scammed. There's so many exit scams that took place and that continue to take place. But in 2018, the resurgence, or I should say, the dApp space exploded with the hourglass model and smart contracts, zero-sum games. It was a new phenomenon. And guess what? Some people really did well in those dApp games. Gandiji was launched in that time too. When everything started to explode with the dApps, Gandiji.io launched its own contract. The same contract that you're looking at in this video, ladies and gentlemen. Apart from Gandiji, these other dApps, the other dApp that was also and still today very successful is P3D. Because it was successful just like this dApp is. It's still successful, it's still running. But the promoters that were hacked at the peak of the lending platform craze also had their own dApp contracts that came out last year. And they used, their influence and their channels to have their subscribers jump into their contracts, and they inevitably dump their coins on those very same people who joined their contracts. Needless to say, those contracts are not talked about anymore. I don't know if they've disappeared or if they're now defunct. You know, no one cares about those particular contracts. But this one that you're looking at is still up and running, and it's still staking. It's still working in the way that it was designed to work, which helps people understand the power of having some type of long-term plan and patience, and exercising your better judgment by getting involved with something that you can understand, because the information is all there so that you can prevent future losses. Because it's crazy, because cryptocurrency space is so deregulated right now, and it's pretty much the wild west of any type of financial market, if you will. Folks have continued to be scammed with hypes, with other Ethereum based types of projects, other dApps, you know, even dApps, even regular centralized platforms that promise earnings with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies and tokens, keep suffering loss after loss after loss. And just all the while, since 2018, this project that you're looking at here is still pushing, is still working. No one who's gotten in this project can exclaim that they were scammed. The way it's written, the code in this project prevents scams of any type from taking place. This project is not owned or controlled by anyone or any group because it's decentralized. But folks the sad part about it is people continue to turn a blind eye. And what I mean by people, those people who have been hurt, continue to hope on and believe that other projects can be revived so that they can reclaim their monies or whatever. Or they rather put their hopes in the hands of individuals. See, the difference between trusting a person again and trusting this contract is the fact that this contract is not going to lie to you. This contract and contracts written like this is not going to scam on you like a person can. They're not going to sell you dreams. They're not going to feed you a bunch of hope that you can smoke in a bong because the contract is written the way it's written, completely transparent. It doesn't work in a way where one person has a complete authority over it or a whale can come in and manipulate this small market within the contract. It's not written like that. But people rather, I don't know if it's about people wanting to be sheep or want to just, I don't know what it is. This thing should be on the news, man. This thing here, in my opinion, this you know, you have people who have a huge certain YouTubers have 100,000 subscribers and better, who just don't want to be bothered with something like this. I don't understand why. I don't understand why, especially if people really want to make money. And again, this is not financial advice. This is about entertainment and sharing information so that you can see this and play it as a game, because this is a game. Know how to play the game. I've heard people say that they are addicted to these crazy platforms that promise earning interest by the day because of what the OG platform had created. But that's not what's happening now. Now it's like you're chasing a dragon. You're chasing this dragon that's never going to give you what you lost. So you'll continually just throw money away in this bottomless pit instead of trying to reclaim what you lost to become whole and help others do the same, to then, you know, I guess steer things in a better direction. Especially when you look at this contract right here that's trying to address a fundamental problem that exists for a particular country inhabited by over 1 billion people. That's what part of the reason why the developer created this contract was, to address a need. But people want to ignore that. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what more to say. This is simple. This is math, and this is something that's working. Give it a shot. As far as look into it, understand what Ethereum is, learn about blockchain, learn about smart contract, learn about what decentralization is. Take a look at the code in this. Reach out to the developer, and then make your decision, you know, as you see fit. Make a decision. Because the same groups of people, because I've been following this for a very long time, and YouTube is where, you know, for now is where people can keep in communication and see and remain in tune or attuned to what's taking place in cryptocurrency. You have groups of people, instead of banding together, becoming unified and using something that actually works. When they talk about use case, this contract has its use case. By staking Ethereum, that's a use case, because once you have the Ethereum, you can use it however you desire. This contract is staking Ethereum. You put a fraction of Ethereum in, and it'll grow as long as you have a plan. Because this is what the information, the facts have supported what I'm saying based on the previous 1.5 years of this existence of this contract. No one who's gotten in this contract has reportedly been exit scammed, because you can't get exit scammed by design in this contract. It's written that way on purpose. You can't get exit scammed in P3D either, which is what model this contract was created from, and that's all in the full disclosure. The developer he added his own twists and modifications, alterations to the contract to address a fundamental need that he saw that he needed to contribute to resolve, and introduce this contract. Like, I don't know, people rather just take whatever hard-earned fiat that they have and just throw it in a crap table or roulette in a casino. I mean, this is all speculation, sure. You can say that. It is speculation. But at the same time, again, the math speaks for itself. The results, the success speaks for itself. Not many other contracts or platforms can say that. So why doesn't the notoriety needs to be built surrounding this? Marketing, everything, I think. So cheers to future success and minimize losses. Minimize the L's, people. Minimize the L's, man. Take care.